You're listening to the Arch Publications Business Insight Podcast. I'm Katie O'Regan, and we are publishers of magazines which are delivered free each month into 33,500 homes across Holmes Chapel, Sandbach, Middlewich and Congleton, lovely Cheshire towns and villages. Our magazines advertise businesses, and we run articles and editorials which delve into the owners behind those businesses. We find out what makes them tick and learn more about their expertise. Coming up in this edition, I speak to Mark from the Design House by Interior Motives. They have a retail space of beautiful items for your home, and he's part of a very talented interior design team, all based in the village of Holmes Chapel, Cheshire.
Business Insights with Arch Publications, hosted by Katie O'Regan.
So we're here at the Design House by Interior Motives, which is just off Manor Lane in Holmes Chapel. And it's been here for over a year now, which I feel like has been the fastest year of my life. And I'm here with Mark, who is the owner, along with your partner, Max. And we're having a chat. We're having a catch-up because I did come in and see you when you first opened. And it'd be nice just to see, how things have been going. But just give us a bit of an outline about how you got to this point where you've got this fabulous retail space in Holmes Chapel.
Okay. So Interior Motives as a company have been trading for sort of over 12 years. And we decided, having come through lockdown, that we needed to do something new. We needed to expand a little bit because of the demand we were getting. We'd been notified by a number of different people that they'd perhaps made mistakes. Buying and shopping online isn't always necessarily the best thing to do for your home.
Nope.
People get sizes wrong all the time. So we felt there was an opportunity out there where we could create something that could emphasise design and living spaces. As you can see here today, we've got different room sets that people can see and see how you can style your home. But it was really, we felt that the Design House can then emphasise how everything can be done under one roof, which is a service that we can offer. Anybody with a blank set of plans or a blank room, a blank canvas can come in and we can help them design everything through from the flooring through to the paint colour to the sofa, to the light fittings, to the window dressings. It can all be done and selected all under one roof.
Yeah, so just to explain, when you come in the unit, you come upstairs and you've got a lovely kitchen set up, then you've got a lounge. You can imagine what your lounge is going to be like with some lovely sofas, and then a very nice large bed, and then a lovely dining room area. And it would be my dream setup for a home, I think, because it's all beautiful.
It's very much like a large apartment.
It is. Yeah,
the only thing we're missing is a bathroom. But I think it was really to try and show and demonstrate, how you can mix colours and how they can blend together. So you don't have to have the same colour in every room, but then actually sort of working with the same sort of colour palette, you can then mix that and then work it through.
It's not just a showroom though, is it? Because you've got lots of lovely pieces that you can buy, ranging from candles to sofas. It's amazing.
Absolutely, yeah. Everything really, from a candlestick to a diffuser, to artwork, to wall lights, ceiling lights, and of course a library that shows a lot of wallpapers and fabrics as well.
So I could come in today for someone's birthday and take away something beautiful, couldn't I?
Absolutely, yeah. To suit everybody's purses and budgets as well, really.
Yeah, I have actually spotted a set of candles that I am going to take away. I will pay for them. And my husband wants to buy that chair over there, which is really beautiful. People in Holmes Chapel probably will remember you from when you were based in the village. How long ago was that?
Oh, gosh, we're going back about 8 years, I think, now.
Yeah, you were on the corner, which is now the ice cream shop, Home Sweet Home.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think at the time, Holmes Chapel was going through a change. We'd seen a lot of the high street banks move out of the village. And I think we really felt that our business at that time, our core business was contract work. And I think we've sort of seen the contract work develop, and that's another side of the business that we still deal with. But we're very much heavily emphasised now on working with private clients, with homeowners, and we're working with everybody from whether it's their own home to whether they've got holiday homes. We've done a number of Airbnbs in various cities around the UK, and that's been really interesting and really good to work on.
When you think about having an interior designer to come in and do some work for you, I always worry that it's going to be expensive. What is the kind of starting cost for something like that?
I think we always look at the bigger picture, and we look at how big the project is going to be. We don't have a set structure or set fees, and we always like to say our first meeting is free. Perhaps just a cup of tea or a cup of coffee is the only payment that's needed. But from there, we then sit down with the client and understand the brief that they have, their time scale that they want to work to, and then really understand how much involvement they want. Because some people are quite happy to do their own thing, but just want the ideas putting together in perhaps design boards or mood boards, which we're quite happy to work with clients and do that. If not, then we will create a shopping list, and a lot of clients enjoy the fact that we will do the shopping for them.
Oh, I'd love that.
And we go to our supply chain. We bring everything in. As you can see downstairs, we've got a massive warehouse space. So everything comes in here, and then we then take that out to our clients. We install it all. We have a dedicated team of installation fitters and curtain installers. So we install everything, and then we even take all the cardboard and packaging away, and then everything's done for them.
And do you tidy up as well?
We do, yeah. We do get our Henry out every now and again.
Oh, I love that. What you're saying is that it doesn't matter really what your budget is. You can come out and say, look, you can have these ideas and they can go away and, look at it themselves, or you can just do everything.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we've done it recently with a client who has simply wanted just some wallpaper for a feature wall, and we've been able to help them. We've chosen the wallpaper, and we've even specified a paint colour for them to go with that, and they've got their decorator installing. We do get a number of people that come to us and say, I haven't got a clue where to start. I don't know anybody. We've just moved into the area. Do you know a local decorator? And we do work with a number of different trades that we can then put those trades in touch with our new clients, and they help them out.
How do you work out what someone's going to like? I know you said you take a brief, but what is it? What would you ask me?
I think the big thing is to find out what you've seen already. If you've got a lot of people are using the internet, things like Pinterest and Instagram, the following designers, they may have stayed in hotels where they've enjoyed a certain room colour, and they've built their own sort of, if you like, small portfolio of images up of things that they want to do and what they like. And then it's then starting to put ideas in front of them that we see the reaction of whether it's a yes or a no. Yeah,
and you have done some quite big properties as well, haven't you? I think last time we talked about that, you've done some really large, decadent houses.
We have, yeah, and it's a real mixed bag. We've got a project on the go at the moment, which is for a 1980s built house that we're going in and redesigning that, knocking walls out and creating large spaces. We've worked with a finca over a farmhouse in Mallorca,
wow.
Which was an exciting project, and that involved, again, creating space and knocking walls down. We've worked in 16th century thatched cottages, everything, and even penthouse apartments in city centres. So we work with a very much a mixed bag of different houses and different styles.
We're quite lucky, I suppose, as well. We've got that broad range of properties because you obviously work across the whole of Cheshire, and it sounds like the whole of the country as well. But in Cheshire, we do have a real mixed bag of different properties that you can go and work in.
Yeah, very much so, yeah. I mean, obviously, there's lots of 1970s houses that were built in the last sort of the boom many years ago, 50 years ago, when, a lot of people moved out of the cities of Liverpool and Manchester. But we've also got a lot of modern houses as well being built, and I think sometimes, as the builders always say, they like to provide you with the house, but they don't provide you with a home. And that's where our job comes in, that we help the client then convert that house into a home, with lots of nice things that you can buy from the showroom.
Yeah, that you've got on display. Some of the fabulous objets d'art.
Absolutely.
Is that what you call it?
Knickknacks, I think.
Tell me about what your plans are over this year then. You're obviously selling, you've got beautiful stuff to sell. Are you going to continue doing that?
Very much so, yeah. I think certainly the last 12 months has shown what's been popular.
What's popular?
Popular. Diffusers, everybody loves the smell of the diffusers as you walk in.
Yeah.
Certainly been very popular. Even though we've always sort of had that knee-jerk and that cringe about going online, we are going to go online.
Okay,
So we are working with our design team at the moment in starting to look at uploading images of soft furnishings that we're going to be selling online as the first sort of start into that new venture. We've got lots of projects on the go that we're working with. As you can see, we've had some new redesigns in the showroom with new wallpapers. We've got a fabulous new company that we're working with from Italy that are bringing and developing a silk wallpaper. So that's come in. Slightly wider than normal, but the textures are very, very different.
Is that
that's the one here, the greeny coloured one on the wall?
Beautiful.
Yeah,
really lovely.
Decorators cringe because it's a 1.20 m wide.
Yeah.
So nearly obviously well over twice the normal size.
What's the benefit of having silk? Is it just the way it looks?
Just the way it looks, the reflection that you get.
Oh, it does look really nice. Also, you have just banged my head, a fabulous wallpaper which has got birds and greenery, which is stunning.
The green colours at the moment, those sort of pastel colours that we have, the terracotta, the rust, the green are still very, very popular. Certainly lots of tropical textures in fabrics and in wallpapers have been introduced from our suppliers to the market, and they just throw something different in a room design.
So people can, if they want to just have a browse, they're absolutely very welcome to come in and have a browse.
Yeah. We're open 6 days a week, from 9 till 5, Monday to Friday, and then Saturdays 10 till 3. Yeah. There's always somebody here. We're always somebody, able to lend a hand and give some advice. And if we haven't got it on the shelf or displaying it, then we can source it from our database of suppliers that we work with. And what about furniture then? Do you have a catalog? Because obviously you have got sofas here, but there must be more you can get. Absolutely. Yeah. We're now working with a sofa manufacturer based in Europe. Lead time is possibly standard as with most furniture suppliers. And there's a lot of different styles and textures of fabrics that you can choose from. But then again, we also have a number of UK companies we work with that can do bespoke furniture and one-off. So, yeah. We did touch on the new wallpaper, the silk. What are the trends do you think we've got coming in 2023? Feature walls are still very popular. A lot of people are going more for texture, particularly in sort of areas where like linen wallpapers come in and they have that nice sort of feel to them. There's no real set colour, although grey is not necessarily the new colour as it was. No. Is it like a sandy colour? I think the new word is greige. Oh. But is that like a sandy kind of... It's a sandy grey colour. Right, yeah, okay. That's sort of taupe, the taupe mixed with grey. Yeah. It has, people have often thought grey's been a little bit cold. And when there's too much, it can be. But I think the benefit of it now is that the colours that are coming out, the popular colours of the greens and the oranges, the rusts, the terracotta, sits so well with grey. Black is still very popular. As you can see, we've got quite a few black things with benches and stools and things. We've had lots of new fabrics come through, like a boucle fabric, which is nice. the texture which we have on the bed that we've got on display. Yeah. So there's lots of that coming through. Just give me a bit of your background of how you trained to do this then. What was your history? Not that long ago, obviously. No, not at all. I've fallen into this from a great height. I've been involved in housing and property for since 30 odd years ago. I was, dare I say it, an estate agent many years
Were
ago.
you?
I was, a long time ago. But Maxine, before she moved to the Northwest, had her own curtain workroom and was a designer down in London. And her trip sort of travels took her from London up to Scotland and then down to Cheshire. And she's been in Cheshire now for over sort of 25 years. And she's been here.
You are a couple as well, aren't you?
We are, yeah, we're married. Yeah, we are married.
So where did you meet then?
We met in a wine bar in Sandbach many moons ago, yeah.
Right, nice.
So, yeah.
And you both happen to be in an industry that you like, the similar industry.
Yeah, I was selling new houses at the time, and Maxine was designing for a number of celebrities and different companies working from Knutsford, and we got chatting and various things, and a few glasses of wine later, and yeah.
And you've got children as well, haven't you?
We have, yeah. We have both been married before.
Right.
We've got the blended family.
And do they work for the business too?
Holly, our daughter, she's just gone on maternity leave. So we're expecting our first grandchild at the end of April. That will have
the best nursery in Cheshire.
Oh, absolutely. It's just been and this weekend.
Yeah.
And we don't know what we've done to the other two, because one's one side of the world and the other's the other. Charlie's following his dreams of playing football over in America.
Wow.
And Maisie, my daughter, she's off in Vietnam teaching English.
That is amazing.
So,
Whereabouts in Vietnam is she?
She is in Saigon.
Wow, that is absolutely amazing. You've
Yeah.
obviously brought them up well to be adventurous.
That's why we've got no money. And we're still having to keep working.
Yeah. Well, I hope you keep working forever, because obviously you do some amazing designs.
Thank you.
And you've got some amazing stuff here. So how do you keep on top of trends then?
We're in touch with, obviously, our supply chain all the time. We constantly see and we visit trade shows, and there's lots of information that the design network sends out on a regular basis. So we're seeing stuff all the time, from latest lighting to fabrics and artwork, etc. So yeah, we're in touch with stuff all the time.
And do you like being creative then? If someone was to say, you've got a blank canvas, do what you want, would that be your dream scenario?
Absolutely, yeah. I think I often take a back seat and I sort of manage the budget and the purse strings more. But the design team do love to sit down and think, right. And it's often something that we see. It's just the odd wallpaper or the odd bit of fabric that we suddenly see and think, oh my God, where can we use that in our next design? Because it is so striking that where clients allow us to be creative, we can really then go to town and introduce that.
Do some people say, right, I've got this sofa, that's the only thing I want to keep, work around the sofa?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I think that's probably what I would do.
Yeah. And then start afresh with everything else.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So it's really been very nice to catch up with you again. And the message is, if you just fancy a little trip out to Holmes Chapel, then come and have a look inside the design house. There's free parking outside. There's lots of amazing bits that you can pick up to buy, from, as we said, candles, glasses. You've got full furniture chairs, you've got lighting, so many wonderful things if you wanted to treat yourself, which is always nice, or if you had something to buy for somebody else. This is absolutely the perfect place to come. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Arch Publications Business Insight Podcast. You'll be glad to know we did buy the chair, and it's very chic and very comfortable. To hear more inspiring interviews from local businesses across Cheshire, subscribe on your favourite podcast platform, and to check out our magazines either through your front door, or if you're out of our delivery area, you can find them on our website, archpublications.com. And I'll be back very soon chatting to another Cheshire business.
Business Insights with Arch Publications, hosted by Katie O'Regan.